If you missed this week's issue of AgFax Southern Grain, sponsored once again by the Southern Field staff of FMC Corporation, here are 8 need-to-know things. Number 1. Corn planting has stalled out widely, so if rain's held you up, you shouldn't feel like the Lone Ranger. Number 2. Delays continue. Soils were saturated earlier in the week in many areas, and rain has moved through portions of the Mid-South and the lower Southeast since then. And parts of the Mid-South that frequently have wrapped up corn planting by now still have all the 2015 crop in the sack, as the saying goes. Where any corn has been planted, it's mainly been localized in areas that miss those early showers. Also, colder weather is in the forecast this week through parts of the South, which will further delay drying. Number 3. Expect maybe a little more shift away from corn. With further delays, corn acreage in parts of the region may decline even more this year. But to what extent depends on several factors, including how much corn have growers booked. With a contract at the elevator, some farmers will have to stick with their planned corn acreage, even if it means planting late. Also, will the price of soybeans pull away some potential corn acres if planting moves into mid-April or even May? While soybean prices aren't great compared to recent years, several of our contacts say that beans pencil out better than corn, even with a normal planting schedule. The same goes for peanuts compared to corn in the lower Southeast. More will be known after Monday's USDA planting intentions estimates. Some analysts say that lower corn acreage will give the corn market an upward bump. Number 4. Irrigation will be key with late corn. Growers who can't plant corn within recommended windows have a better chance at mitigating yield losses if they can water the crop. Arkansas grain specialist Jason Kelly said this week that growers with irrigation still have ample time to plant corn in his state. He would not expect to lose any yield potential on irrigation fields until late April in South Arkansas and early May farther north in the state. He says with good growing conditions and close management, it's still possible to raise 200-plus bushels an acre of irrigated corn planted in early May. Number 5. More beans in the South, regardless. Analysts have been predicting this all winter, of course, but at the field level, the shift can be quite dramatic. Arkansas consultant Bob Griffin said this week that a couple of large farmers in his area will in fact only plant soybeans in 2015 with the way things are looking now. Griffin estimated that his cotton acreage is only about 10 to 15% of what it was 20 years ago. Number 6. More grain sorghum. Basis in many areas have pushed gross dollars for grain sorghum ahead of corn in certain areas. As we've been reporting on AgFax.com, China wants grain sorghum. Indirectly, it's buying more acres. Number 7. Wheat takes a hit. Don't look for record wheat yields this spring in the lower South. Wet soils through much of the winter have reduced tillering in those areas. And number 8. Scout wheat. Rust and septoria are being reported. Auburn University plant pathologist Austin Haken reports that powdery mildew is coming on strong in southwest Alabama wheat. It's being favored by high nitrogen rates and dense stands. He added, no rust in wheat yet, and his recommendation, scout now. Want more info like this? Subscribe to our full email edition of AgFax Southern Grain at agfax.com/subscriptions. That's AgFax.com.